Hi guys, welcome. I'm Sylvia Rosenberg, and today I'm going to show you how to make the delicious Swiss meringue buttercream. It is my favorite buttercream. It is my go-to buttercream for carved cakes, sculpted cakes, tiered cakes, buttercream covered cakes. So it is just a great recipe to know. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so for this recipe, we will need 20 ounces of regular sugar, 10 ounces of egg whites. I like to use pasteurized egg whites because then I don't have to worry about pasteurizing them when I have them, when I'm cooking them. We're gonna need a pot, and we're gonna need a stand-up mixer with a whisk attachment, and we also need the paddle attachment. We will need 5 sticks of good quality European butter. And let's get started. Okay, so basically to start this recipe, we're gonna add the sugar and the egg whites in the bowl of the stand-up mixer, and then we're gonna heat them. We're gonna heat them up to dissolve the sugar over a double boil. And once we have that going, we're gonna mix it up really well, and then we will, at the very end, we will add the butter. So let's get started. Sugar. And the egg whites. Okay, so basically I'm going to whisk this until it's combined, and I have it over a double boil. I have a little bit of water in there, and I will continue whisking this until I feel no grains of the sugar. We're gonna let it heat up for a little bit, and eventually I'll put my finger to see if we feel any more granules of sugar, and that's it. Okay, so I just removed the bowl from the double boiler. You don't want your mixture to get too hot. You want it to be just hot enough that when you touch it, you don't feel the sugar in it. You want it to be dissolved. So I'm putting my whisk attachment. So now I'm gonna whisk it at medium-high speed, and I'm going to let it whisk until it becomes room temperature, and you get some nice stiff peaks. Beautiful. I've had this going for about 10 minutes, and it is now, you can see how nice and firm it is. It looks so silky and beautiful, and it smells delicious. So we are ready to start adding our buttercream. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my attachment. I'm gonna switch it to the paddle attachment so I don't whisk too much air in there and get too many bubbles. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm gonna start the mixer at low speed, maybe on the stir or the number 2 setting, and I'm gonna slowly start adding little pieces of butter. The butter has to be room temperature, very important, and not too soft because then it'll just melt right in there. So let's get to it. So right now, I am just waiting for it to get the right consistency again. Your buttercream is gonna go through several changes. When you start adding the butter, you're gonna notice that it's gonna become like a liquidy mess. And here, you see? It is liquidy and it looks like a disaster. It looks like it's not gonna work out, but be patient. It will come back. It will come back to its nice, firm, and deliciously creamy buttercream. Okay guys, so this is ready. I had, as always, I had a little bit of a freak out. It wasn't firming up. So when that happens, you can just stick it in the fridge for a little bit because that means your buttercream is slightly too soft and too warm. So sometimes that happens if you overheat the egg whites a little bit too much and then it takes too long to come back down to room temperature. So everything is okay. We have really beautiful, delicious buttercream. So this is it. Look how beautiful. It's so silky and so smooth and so perfectly delicious smelling. I'm going to add some vanilla. I'm gonna add some vanilla paste to it. That's gonna leave a little bit of black speckles in it, which I really like. If you're using it to cover a cake, you can add some vanilla extract, you can add some rose water, you can add some chocolate, sometimes I love going crazy and adding candy to it, whatever you want. This is such a versatile recipe and you really can make it into anything you want. Look how beautiful that is. Perfect. A few tips. Sometimes people freak out because, like I said, it liquefies once you add the butter, but don't freak out, just give it some time. It will eventually come back to it. As long as you get your firm meringue, this is the most important part. You just have to be very careful that your bowl and your whisk has no oil or grease on it because then it will not get to this, it will not rise. And once you get this, then the rest is a piece of cake. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this. Also, if you go back, I have made a video before about how to cover a cake with a really fun stripe pattern using this delicious buttercream. So check it out, give it a try, and leave me some comments and have some fun. Thanks.